Welcome. Today we will learn about how we can read, write data to and from the files using C++ program. This technique is known as file handling. For this purpose, we have to start our compiler dev C++ editor. Just go to file option, click on new and project option. The new project dialog box will appear here. As multiple times we have discussed before, we have to select console applications, C++ project type here project name, and finally we have to click on OK. The project will be created in the default directory. Just as discussed, click on console application C++ project. Here we will type file handling as the project name. Just press on OK button. This is the directory where we have to save our project file handling. Click on save option. The default directory is my documents. We can see here the default program is written in the dev C++ editor already. This is the default lines that are mandatory component of each and every C++ program, which include preprocessor directive, main function, and the C++ valid statement terminated by the semicolon. We have discussed it before many times in different lectures. Okay, for file handling purpose, we will start from including fstream, a header file that is responsible for reading and writing data to and from the files. And we have to also include another file that is called string header file. So let's start by declaring a variable of string type. Let's suppose this is str. Okay, this is the string variable that will be used to read data from the files and store in it. Secondly, we have to create file. Here we have to understand what the mechanism behind reading and writing the files. We have a file fstream that is used for both input and output operations and similarly we have two subclasses or classes from the fstream file that is called offstream, stands for output file stream, and ifstream, that stands for input file stream. Whenever we are required to write data to the files, we will use offstream for output purpose. Whenever we are required to read data from the files, we will use ifstream for input purpose. Okay, so first of all we will declare a variable of stream type, stream. Let's suppose I say this is my file object of where it will locate. Here we will provide the address where we want to create the file. As we have discussed that this is offstream class and this is my file object. Here we have to provide the address where we want to create the file. Okay, we can specify any drive that is available in our computer system. I am assigning here E drive. Let's suppose example .txt and here will be the semicolon. Again we will discuss, here we will provide the address of the file as well as we can also specify the operation that can be applied to this file. We are using to write file using this object, that is why we are using ios out. So let's start discussing this line again. This is the offstream file object. This is the complete address of the file where we want to create it. This one is the name of the file. This is the drive where this file will be created, and this is the mode of file. Either it is for reading or writing purpose. This mode is to describe the my file object. Either this object will read or write the data to and from the file. I think this is much more clear. So let's start by writing to and from the file. We say here, well, first of all we have to check either this file is created successfully or not. We just say if not my file, or if my file, then operation else we will write file not exist. Cout file not created as reduce file. Oh, here we say that if this file object does not exist, then we say file is not created successfully, and we can also return here 0. Okay, here we have to put this string variable on the top. If this thing is not happening, that file is successfully created, then we can say that we have to write numbers from 0 to 10 or 1 to 10 into the file. Then we say that int I is equal to 1, I is less than equal to 10, I plus plus. Here we will write these numbers to the file that is named as my file. Here is the insertion operator, variable name, and we can say here endl to switch the line. Okay, at the end of we can write multiple times, as we have used cout statement multiple times. We can similarly write to the file using my file object multiple times as we are required. We just, for example, write here end of writing the file, end of writing the file. Okay, here we have completed the writing operation. After each reading and writing operation in the C++ program, it is strongly recommended that we have to close this file object. That will help our operating system that no dangling object stream is available into the memory. We will write here my file dot close. Okay, here will be the semicolon. Before compilation, we must have to save our project in dev C++, so that we are saving our project name as file handling. This is basically name we are giving to our C++ file. I have already discussed in multiple lectures before that we must have to save our files before compilation. Okay, let's start compile. The code is compiled successfully. Now we are going to execute this code. Well, this is code also executed successfully. Now we are going to navigate to the directory which is specified here, E directory, and file name is example.txt. Okay, go to E directory, E drive. Here is example.txt file created successfully. We can see here as we have write 1 to 10 counting, and the second time we use file object to write end of writing in file, end of writing the file. Similarly right here, if we change this mode, here we can discuss iOS. These are the modes of writing. If we specify out mode, then each and every time whenever this program will compile and execute it, the file is created from new end, and if this file is already exist, the file will be overwrite. We can demonstrate it as we can start here I is equal to 10, I is greater than equal to 1, I minus minus. This will compile and run. Okay, This is compiled and run successfully. Now we also go to example. We can clearly see here that file is written second time and the first data is overwrite. Okay, if we do not want to overwrite our data, then we will have to add here another mod that is called, using pipe sign, iOS append. Now let's see what happened when we add mod iOS append. Okay, compile and execute. Go to our file. This is compiled and executed successfully. Go to our file. We can see here, clearly see here, the previous data is also written and the new data is started from the previous location of the file, that is here 10 9 8 7 etc. Okay, this is the mechanism that we use for writing data to the files. The next step is, if we want to read the similar file or different file using C++ program, for this purpose we have to create, as we have discussed already, we have to create off-stream object if we want to write or get output of data of program onto the file. If we want to take input from the file, we will use if stream object. Similarly, we have to create here, after closing the my file, we can set here new file object of if stream my file. We can say here to or if or etc. We have to provide here address of the file. We say that this is the same address of the file that we will want to read, so we are going to copy and paste here. But we have to change the modes of communication to the files. From besides out and append, we have to use in, because we are going to read data from the file. We have here to declare char. If we want to get data character by character, then we will use char type data, or we can also use, as we have declared before, string for to get line by line, that we will discuss later. Okay, we will write here a loop that will tell the program to how much iterations are required to read the entire file. We say that my file until my file to dot end of file. We have start from not. This will deal as until my file dot to is not end of file. What we have to do here? We can write here get line. If we want to read the data line by line, just we have to say my file and to comma. This will the name of the variable of the string type str. Here we will place semicolon, and we will also write down the str variable, and we will have to terminate the line. Using \n. Okay, this loop will go through the file and read each and every line and print it onto the screen. My file dot to dot close. We have to close. Okay, so save this file. Just we are going to run this project. We can see here clear multiple time our output is displaying here. The reason behind that, we cannot say that this output is not appropriate. This is exact same output that will be generated by the program. Multiple time output is written into the file after reading. The reason is that we have used here append mod. We have used here append mod, so that each and every time we will compile this code, this will append into the existing file example.txt. not will create a new file. Okay, if we drop here append mod, what will happen? So let's start check this. Now we can see that this is reading from the file after writing one time or single time. This is the clear demonstration and example of the complete reading and writing operation. This is called file handling in C++. Okay. Now we are trying to remove our file writing section. We just want to read from the files. We have to remove off stream. Okay, complete this section, saving the file. We write here something. We write here we are learning with IT tips. This topic was file handling. Okay, we have saved this file. Just go to our editor, close this execution, compile this code, just launch this code, execute. We can see here the output is as similar that is written into our file. Here we are learning with IT tips. This topic was file handling. Thanks for watching this. Just go to the dev C++ or any C++ editor, type the similar line of codes, or you can also get the line of codes from the description. Take it, practice, and subscribe our channel for more information. Thank you.